We are the chief adroit life in the known universe. I mean, envision that we're the essential spot where there is data in this endless system. Cosmologists generally through the world are in amazement of this consistently advancing revelation. The James Webb Space Telescope has gotten the unobtrusive sparkle of city lights an incomprehensible 7 trillion miles away from Earth. Beating all doubts, this astonishing accomplishment accomplishes more than simply create our points of view regarding what we know about the universe. Hypothesis goes wild as researchers pore over the information looking for signs that could open the privileged secrets of these bewildering great guides. The thoughts are amazing. Check that we are following some great people's example in the universe, that the universe is gathering with life and movement very far outside our ability to grasp. Is it conceivable that these distant lights show the presence of extraterrestrial social orders? What's the importance here for our insight into the probability of life in the universe past Earth? Oblige us as we analyze how the James Webb Telescope just saw city lights 7 trillion miles away. Launched into space on Christmas Day 2021, the James Webb Space Telescope was expected to beat the profoundly grounded Hubble telescope in getting surprisingly sharp photographs of recently found brilliant articles, planetary frameworks, and more. A reasonable objective of the JWST is to focus on the headway of the essential universes by researching the far-off nearby individuals of the universe. This is pragmatic due to the reality that the excursion season of light all through our universe is billions of years. When the JWST gathers light, it holds on to these articles authoritatively as they were billions of years ago. Space experts measure distances in light years, which is the best distance light can make a trip in a year. To address this reality, the gathering central pragmatic made a pass at centering. This was a critical field picture that was introduced on July 11, 2022, by U.S. President Joseph Biden while he was talking from the White House. As the Hubble Space Telescope zeroed in on a solitary region of the sky for 10 straight days starting on December 18, 1995, huge fields gained standing. The Peer region was just a little spot making up around 1/millionth of the whole sky. Most of the 3,000 currently subtle things found by Hubble were colossal structures found billions of light-years away. With its put of mixing on the SMX 0723 World Social Affair, the JWST huge field covers an also small sky district. The veritable system SMX 0723 is 4.6 billion light-years away, and the more far-off boundless structures behind it are increased by serious solid areas for its gravitational field. The foundation in admirable systems is distorted into tremendous turns where the gravitational field is most grounded. In one case, it was really checked that it took a far-off world's light 13.1 billion years to appear at the telescope, coming about because of venturing through space. The light that is being conveyed connects as the universe makes, as they are still away. The boss objective of the JWST has widened apparent light from their stars into the infrared. Stargazers can plainly differentiate JWST and noticeable light photographs of close-by universes taken by Hubble and different telescopes by social gathering information at those frequencies. This will show how universes make all through huge time, improve in and joining into the plans we notice today. Surprisingly more surprising than the sheer number of structures in the JWST first critical field picture is how rapidly it was caught, in just hours, as tangled with days for all plans and purposes. Any place it looks, it can't battle the allurement to follow down systems. Universe packs aren't the chief items going about as improving focal centers. Investigators utilize the JWST to get a picture of a few structures designated VV1191 so they could shine on how the light from one of the matches changed as it went through the other. The postponed outcomes of the evaluation will uncover the properties of the intervening cosmic system development. Besides, it looks like the JWST may have actually made an exceptional disclosure, light a very long time outside our close via planet bundle. The declaration of the conceivable openness of auroras on and demonstrated hardy brown prevail came from the authority JWST site. The deficiency of a host star and the frigid temperature make it maddening to pinpoint where the energy in the upper climate is coming from. Anyway, the way that the article conveying auroras is truly flinging methane is basic. Comparatively, as an aurora on Earth is made when energetic particles that form into space from the Sun are gotten by our planet's engaging field, the charged particles then, at that point, make their system for Earth's air through lines of engaging handles near the posts where they will slam into gas particles to make a splendid show of light known as the aurora borealis. Jupiter and Saturn have comparative auroral erraticisms on record of the Sun-controlled breeze. Anyway, the strong concealed Bantam W 1935 has no star to circle, so its auroras are a huge secret. Everybody's supposition proceeds to lay on Proxima Centauri, TRAPPIST-1, essentially 4.4 light-years from Earth and inside the smooth wave framework, with investigators recognizing the presence of water on the exoplanet. The chance of life on the planet can't be impeded. Are we at last going to see proof of life past Earth? Simply last month, the JWST saw another very gigantic dim opening. This enormous dim opening was perused in assortment and ate up everything around it. This disclosure is 40 million times as broad as the Sun. At any rate, what's the significance here for us? The JWST has found that this extraordinarily colossal dull opening has been there starting from the start of the universe. It in all probability won't be motivating information. This beast is quickly eating up all that in its close-by locale. Driving the revelation are Dr. Lucas Fu and teacher Alastair Zitron of the Ben-Gurion University of the Negev in Israel. As indicated by their disclosures, the super-huge dim opening is for all points and purposes on different occasions heavier than the Sun, making it a tremendous beast. Furthermore, stand out from the world it withstands. Luckily, it isn't there of mine to Earth or the close-by planet bundle. We're talking a superb distance at 129 billion light-years from our planet. At any rate, it is drawing nearer with the dull opening gobbling up everything around it at a speedy rate, where the bronzed grouping comes from, showing that it sits in a thick front of development that is obscured, holding light back from going through. When the JWST started sending its covered-up information, researchers were excited while going through the data that came in for the reveal program. 3 little things with a dull red flicker pulled in our thinking. We quickly trusted that it was a resemble thing. Really enormous dull openings at the center interests of universes are continually assembling material on account of their red spot look. The whole world's splendor demonstrated incapable, sensibly be held inside a spot no more prominent than an ongoing day star pack. We had the decision to incredibly get distinct size obstacles due to the source's gravitational lensing. In any event, when the entirety of the potential stars are compacted into that little region, the dull opening still addresses something like 1% of the design's finished mass. The exposure of comparable ways to deal with acting in different extra-early universe very colossal dull openings has uncovered information into the headway of both the dull opening and the host system, additionally as the relationship between the two, which is still usually dull. If very colossal dim opening design for occasion from star extra things, or perhaps from early-stage infinite material that fell into dull openings, space experts can't as a matter of fact see likewise in the photos it confers back to Earth. The James Webb Space Telescope is finding another, fairly abnormal things dependably. We have the joy of researching space and being delighted by the amazing lights of planets and stars that float across the universe, ceaseless light-years away. Not enduring this, the James Webb Space Telescope licenses us to see a lot of past what our eyes can see. For instance, a question mark in space. For the beyond 20 or on the other hand more months, Webb has been floating through space, giving back pictures of what it has seen as IN's huge space, using its extreme front line close to infrared camera. What's more, at this point answers have been given to the revelation of a truly surprising-looking finding. In one Webb picture focusing in on something totally different, the image was conveyed by the European Space Office, seeing at 2 youthful stars as they structure some 1.47 light-years from Earth. In any event, is a negligible orange imprinted at the picture's base that is by all accounts a flipped question mark. Clearly, the little picture isn't almost nothing, in fact, it's very giant. The question mark was gotten while seeing the game plans of youthful stars named Herbig Legend 4647's gigantic delights. They are incorporated by monster circles of development and gas, with a few thousand years old itself. Concerning the question mark shape itself, it could well seem, by all accounts, to be that, in view of the two-dimensional picture that has been introduced by Webb from its explicit perspective. Right now, we attempt not to have even the remotest sign what it is. Likewise, without extra assessment, we may, considering all things, never know. However, the revelations have been disapproved by specialists in the field. Thus, it is no doubt a far-off structure or conceivably universes that are